wouldn't be living peacefully. Of course, there is breeders and murder, there's so many other crimes going on. But without the law, it would be even worse because at anything, somebody can just put the gun and shoot you. Or just because of like a minor argument or
you took my phone and
so who are the voice of the law? A lawyer is the voice of the law. And a lawyer is a trained professional who understands the law and helping people with legal issues. What do lawyers do? So they give legal advice. So in the scenario I gave of the woman who was married a husband and a rabbi and wants to take the land, we can give the client advice as to how she could go about it, so that she doesn't have it in a way that she's also be priced for it. Because if you go and kill somebody, at this point your case is over, the guy will get the land whatever is done is done. We prepare legal documents. So in companies, honestly, people do agreements, there's contracts and wills. So when somebody is about to, and in their own age, they prepare a will, that's if you have property, and then you distribute it to your family members and like your loved ones and stuff. So we prepare those documents in order to keep it like peaceful. Okay, so help resolve these things. So yes, when we give the advice, we take the advice, what about the advice and everything. The argument is solved. It's like more peaceful than doing something like killing or kidnap or whatever. So we have the ranks of lawyers. So first we have the law students and the children. Obviously, before you get somewhere, you have to learn, you have to gain knowledge. So you start from law school and all of that. Yes. And then you become a junior lawyer to work at associate. So then you're newly qualified. And you work on smaller cases and you assist like those who are working. So like if a senior lawyer is going for a case, you can assist with research and other stuff, like analyzing and these other things. And we have the solicitor. So the solicitor is somebody who gives advice to clients. So as I said, lawyers do give advice like, in order to solve the dispute peacefully. And we have the barrister, the trial lawyer. So the barristers are those who represent in court and go through the trial processes and all of that and financial cases. Okay, so we have many law. The law student or training is usually unpaid because obviously it's like a game and general at your beginner stage. So you have to pay for learning. We have the junior lawyer. In Ghana, this is just an average. In Ghana, the junior lawyer is paid about 4,500 to 7,000 a month. And the mid-level lawyer, which is 3 to 5 years of practice, is paid about 7,000 to 10,000 a month. The experienced lawyer, which is the senior lawyer, is paid about 10,000 to 14,000 per month, or sometimes more in shorter, like we have the senior partners and top lawyers, like those are the ones that have like experience, like so much experience, like experience. They are paid about 50,000 a month, depending on the clients or like the firm. Okay, so the steps to becoming a lawyer. First, you have to finish secondary school or secondary education, then study law at university, then complete practical or legal training. So it's like, I don't know, like national students, I'm not legal administration. Yeah, then you have to go through internships and apprenticeships to like get the basis of law. Like, I just have a little bit of experience before I enter the bars. So the bar exam is what you write in order to finally become a lawyer. So then after you pass, then you get official license to practice law. Okay, so now we have some top traits of a successful lawyer. Strong communication skills. Obviously, if you are in court and you're fighting a case which is intense, you have to know how to piece your words together, how to put your words together in order to sound confident. Right? Then you have critical thinking. At the time when maybe the case is not going how you want it to go, you have to be able to think fast in order to like shift the judges side to yours. Okay, you have attention to detail. If you're able to notice the small parts, you'll be able to connect like the dots easier. You have confidence. But they're supposed to be able to speak confidently in front of other people watching to find out who's winning from both sides. And then you have the judge. So you have to be confident in speaking in court. You have to have integrity. That's like one of the essential points as Christians in general. Because if you're not honest, like it doesn't make you a good Christian. It can bribe you to take up the case which is fairly wrong, and you take it if you have integrity. So as Christians, when you want to become a lawyer, you have to have so much integrity. Obviously, expectations will come, but at the end of the day, like you're a Christian, so you have to practice your Christian faith. Okay. You have problem solving skills. So any issue that was done or any rebuttal to yours, and or you're supposed to be able to find a way around it or maneuver your way through like the whole like situation. You have research skills. Like I have to read a lot. That's what I mean. Like I have to read a lot and do a lot of research about your cases and about law in general. So like you learn no matter your rank, you're supposed to still gain knowledge because like times are changing. So things like information will change. More knowledge will be gained, more things will be on the internet for you to research about. So you have patience and perseverance. There will be times where like you feel like, oh, this case is too long, like it's taking so long, like why can't I just win? Look, I'm so slow, like why can't I win? Like, oh, but you have to have patience and persevere through like even the longest cases. Have good judgment. So basically you're supposed to make sound judgment based on information, facts, and statistics because without facts, like, things will be untrue. So like, you have to work based on factual information presented. Okay. Then time management. You have to be able to handle multiple cases and deadlines efficiently. Explanation. Okay. So challenges you face temptations. So yes, as I was saying, integrity. You face issues where the person is clearly wrong. He's bribing you with a lot of money. Or I'll give you 1 million if you fight my case for me because they're only a good lawyer. So you can easily win the case. But then where do you stand as a Christian? Where do you stand? Would you take the bribe or stand fair? What should you be doing? Like, oh, I'm a Christian, I can do that. If any other lawyer would do that, and I just go and I'm not going to do that. Okay, so you face trials and difficulties. There'll be times when you feel like, oh, am I good enough? Have I learned enough? Is this my way? This is what I'm meant to be? This is what I'm meant to do? Like, all those things will come up. Doubts. So I just explained that. We have distractions of the world. So yeah, instead of focusing on what you have to do, and because you feel like the persons are trying to have money and all of that, they start partying and doing all those things, forgetting your study time, forgetting that you have to read, and then you're dragged into the things of the world. Okay. Lastly, we have patience and waiting. So as I said, there will be times where there will be trials that are so long, cases that are so lengthy, and I'm fed up because I want to win faster and move on to the next case, but there's this case that's keeping you at the same place, and then you lack patience, and then you become rush, oh, what are you doing there? It's like, oh, you have to have patience, and you have to have the skill of waiting. Yes, waiting is a skill. Okay. So the only solution to all these problems mentioned is to run to Jesus, but he's the only answer. Prayer, you have to pray, Lord, and you have to pray every time, pray about your issues, run to God every time, and you have to be prayers. You can even sing a song, like there are many songs that now relate of them. So there are songs that can convey how you feel to God. So prayer, worship, come to change. Like forget all your problems, yes. At the end of the day, God will answer. Thank you.
So after all our this speakers are done, we'll have some time for you guys to ask questions to each speaker so that they can give the answers and then decide whether you want to proceed or not proceed or not. Can we have the next speaker?
I'll just come and pick you. Please give him a round of applause. What's his name? Okay, so Judah, I am going to act as a computer programmer. You see this code here? I want you to help me and give me instructions to be able to work the code. Okay?
So you take the code. You take the code, align it to your back. Alright, okay. Straighten it. Color. Yes. Give me color. Make sure the pattern. You know exactly. From behind. Take it. So from behind. From the corner. Right to your back. Exactly. Take it. Clearly. Yes.
Thank you. Give him a round of applause. So yeah, that's just computer computer programmers are just people who write, design, test, and maintain instructions known as code to power a software. For example, be able to tell an app on the phone to open. For example, to make an app open, to make a button work on a website, or to even output the answer that you put on a calculator app. Now, let me show you how to start your programming journey. To begin, you need to know the basics of programming. You can learn the basics from YouTube channels. You can get the basics from few websites such as Khan Academy. Mobile applications such as Nemo will also help you to be able to learn certain codes. You can also learn from paid courses such as Udemy. Practice websites where you type in the codes and see how they output, like Code Academy, or if your school has some clubs that will be able to help you. For subjects in school that you need to learn in secondary school, you need to be able to do mathematics, computer science and other science, and also languages such as English language and others, so that you'll be able to work around the world, and so that you'll be able to understand how talking to people who speak a different language is almost like talking to a program that speaks a different language. Now, when you get to university, you need a bachelor's degree, which takes 4 years, in computer science, software engineering, and information technology. You also need an associate degree, which will take 2 years. You also get an associate degree if you want. It will take 2 years. Most people use it to start so that they can get their bachelor's degree later. And they look for jobs such as junior web developer or a computer specialist. Note that degrees are very important as it helps you to be able to get internships and entry levels easier than not having one and just having your secondary school certificate. Unlike secondary school certificates, they give you a low starting salary if you're able to get yourself a class. You can get a high starting salary if you have a degree, which is 20 to 50% more than people who just have their senior high school. It also helps you to have easier immigration and work permits. In short, having a degree instead of having a senior high school certificate is just a smoother and safer path.